but without a single NATO soldier, because then we would have the obliteration and the nukes would fly. So any weapon system that the Ukrainians can prove that they can competently operate, they can have. And to expand the list of things that they can competently operate, 60,000 Ukrainian troops are already training in NATO countries right now. 15,000 have already been deployed back to Ukraine. And with every month, the technological capacity for them to absorb weapons increases. That was our lesson. The Russians had their own. When it became apparent that the Ukrainians were fighting back, the Russian lesson was, well, crap, maybe we shouldn't have drank all of that Kool-Aid that we made. If the Ukrainians are not going to welcome us as liberators, then instead of being a non-issue, the civilians suddenly are a problem that we have to deal with. So we're going to dust off a strategy that we perfected well before World War I, that we've used in Chechnya and Syria. And we're going to advance very slowly under a hail of artillery, destroying not anything that moves, but instead anything that stands. Because if we can obliterate all civilian infrastructure, especially agricultural infrastructure, then this land becomes uninhabitable for a civilian population. And if we do that, the population will self-segregate. Most will run, they'll become refugees, and we never have to worry about them again. Anyone who stays, who is under age 55, clearly stayed to fight. And we can shoot them on sight. It's difficult.
All right, we've discussed this before. I completely agree. I think it's for different reasons, but I agree. That's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, it's basically a case of, you're with me or against me. And because you didn't welcome me with bread and salt when I crossed the border, you're against me and you and your family must die. That is kind of what... Yeah, and that's kind of what's going on here. In many cases, you conquer a country not because you want the land and the resources, but you also want the labor pool that population represents. In this case, the moment they realized they weren't going to be welcomed, it became the solution of choice to simply cleanse Ukrainians out of Ukraine.